But as you may have guessed, Avery was just not taking a nap. So she went to bed early tonight, so I don't know what that's going to mean for the morning. I don't know if she's going to sleep late because she didn't take a nap or if she's going to get up early. But I'll come on in the morning if I can tomorrow. But otherwise, I'm here now. I'm here now, and let's see. The first person here is Fia for general. Anxiety moves into the past. A new beginning is on the horizon, and it looks like life is coming back into balance. Perseverance pays off around a work, school, or business opportunity. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Looks like you got some choices coming in, and a wish comes true. Don't be afraid to walk away from something or someone that you feel no longer serves you, because if you walk away from something that's not working, new doors will open. Malika, what's next for Michael and I? It's slow and steady wins the race. I don't know where you are in the relationship, but if this is somebody who's been back and forth a couple of times, the cycle could be continuing. You may start to spend more time together moving forward, but this looks like something that's been, like this person's been around before and they've come back again. And you could be repeating a cycle, or you could be in the middle of a cycle, but it looks like communication picks up, slow and steady wins the race. Anonymous, what will be the next time that I hang out with Julie and the Libra? You should hang out with them sometime, I don't know, maybe within the next 3 weeks. Probably like the very end of November, beginning of December. Lady, is TJ back with his ex or seeing another woman? Is he back with his ex? Is he seeing another woman? I think he's seeing another woman. I don't think he's back with the ex. I think he's done with that ex. But there may be somebody else around him. That's new energy. Desiree, Joseph's thoughts towards me. But there's a lot of anxiety around the situation when it comes to you. I don't know what that's about, but they think that you're a kind-hearted person, that you're sincere, grounded, stable, hardworking. But they may be upset or mad. There's sharp energy and anxiety around them, around their relationship with you. But they seem to think highly of you. Maybe there was just a misunderstanding or something. T-Bat, why did he stand me up? Oh, I fucking hate that. Fucking rudest thing. So rude. I just feel like it's inexcusable to stand somebody up. Like it's, anyway, it looks like it has something to do with work. Things change quickly around a work situation that needs to be addressed. And he may be kind of upset or pissed about it. I don't know if he's pissed or he was mad at something between the two of you, but he's got sharp energy around him. And then there was something work or business related that needed his attention. But why can't you tell the person? I can't understand that. Like, what does it take to cancel? Hey, listen, the ceiling fell down at work. I got to go in and fix it. Whatever it is. I don't care. Lie to me if you have to, but don't keep me waiting there like, that drives me nuts. Jesus. UAF, general for the week. Week looks pretty good. Negativity moves into the past. Slow and steady wins the race, but being guided by the divine and your intuition being heightened and having a little bit of patience seems to help life move forward nicely towards success. Got a new journey on the horizon. Not bad at all. It feels like it's like midnight. I don't know if anybody else feels like that, but it's only 9:30. But I don't know, here it feels like, I guess because it's dark and it's raining and it's like really cold out. Libra love, what am I currently manifesting with myself? You're manifesting what you're currently focused on. So you have to check in with your thoughts. Like, where is your area of focus? Are you focused on, I'm feeling really insecure? You know, I think that everybody else is better than me. Are you focused on, I'm really successful and driven and my career is moving forward? Like you're manifesting what you spend the most time thinking about. So if you're spending the most time thinking about how you hate the shape of your nose, then you're going to manifest opportunities or people that point out things about your nose. Like, hey, you've got a unique nose, or wait, prominent nose, or whatever. If your focus is more on, you know, I'm going to build my stock portfolio, then you'll call in situations that more have to do with money, finances, and bettering yourself. So it really depends on where your mind is. You should know where your mind is and what you're focused on. And it looks like you may be focused on moving forward with your life, leaving something in the past behind that you feel was somewhat of a disaster, and moving on to greener pastures. And but that's why we have to be so careful with our thoughts, because, and I feel I don't know if I'm alone in thinking like this, but I feel like negativity manifests very quickly, fear manifests fast, and negative situations, if you're focused on it. You might not be. Ariane, general. Got a creative project coming in. You've got perseverance is going to pay off, moving forward towards greener pastures. Lay down the law, set up boundaries, especially if you feel like somebody's not treating you right. Listen to your intuition. You've got a wish that comes true around life growing, changing, and transforming for the better. Romance could be heating up if you're with someone. If you're not with anyone, you could have a water sign come in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and it would be a long-term commitment. Now, if you're already in a long-term commitment, Four of Wands, you could be moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, redecorating your home, entertaining at home, whatever it is, it's possible. Desiree, will I get justice regarding my car with the tow truck company destroyed my back bumper and ended up laughing and saying that it wasn't them? Later on, I found a picture stating that it happened inside their yard. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think you'll be able to, yeah, I think you'll see justice there. Lexi, should I call Jamel back? I just want a friendship. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think you should call him back, and if the subject comes up, I would just tell him that. Look, I'm only interested in being friends, but if you're okay with that, then we're cool. UAF, why am I so anxious? Oh, here, first card that comes up around you is the anxiety card. Maybe because you haven't totally settled into your new spot at work, and you may still have a little anxiety around that, but it looks like things are going well. You know, I mean, you also have a lot of changes. You're moving. That's another reason. But you're feeling prepared. You're feeling financially stable. There's the new place. Things look good. It's okay that you have a little anxiety. Listen to your intuition. Nothing bad's happening. Everything looks good. Everything looks like it's moving forward. Fucking anxiety sucks. I know. I know. Lexi, what is something that I need to work on? I feel stuck. Everybody fucking feels stuck. My God. You know what? Work on something for yourself. Whatever it is, like a personal thing, like I don't know, whatever it is that you feel that you would like to improve about yourself. Maybe you want to be more organized, or you want to exercise more, or you want to, I don't know, have a skincare routine. Whatever it is, something that's personal to you, try to focus your energy there, because I think when you start to see progress on something that's very personal, you'll feel like life is starting to move forward a little bit more. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but when you focus on yourself, like the whole energy around you will change. Like, especially if it's something like, well, taking care of my skin, and now my skin looks better and I feel better, and it's like one thing can snowball in the right direction rather in the negative direction. I would focus on a personal goal of some type, something new. And it doesn't have to be something crazy. Like, you don't have to pick up the violin, unless it's something that you really want to do. But I would take something that you either would like to change or improve upon personally, that doesn't have to do with like relationships or work or anything like that, and focus your energy there, because I think you'll see progress pretty fast. My God, everybody's been feeling stuck. Holy God. Desiree, how did the guy that I hung out with on Friday feel towards me? He witnessed my vulnerable side and also saw how kind I was, kept telling me sorry about my car, and that the night that he was very cuddly with me. Okay, how did this guy feel? Well, he seemed to think that you're a very nice person. He also seemed to have a lot of patience with you, and he seems to like you a lot. I think he genuinely did feel bad for the situation. I don't know what happened, but he felt sorry for this situation, and he was hoping that you would feel better, or that he could help you take your mind off of it or something. And he seemed to think that you were a nice person. He didn't want to see you upset. Coco, general. You have an old wound is starting to heal and move into the past, feeling a little bit more ambitious, and you may have some choices around work, school, business, whatever it is that you do all day. Keep in mind it's important to take self-care. Could be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Maybe feeling a little bit better compensated, better respected around work, school, business, whatever you do all day. The hard work that you put in, you'll be rewarded for, so don't be afraid to get the job done. UAF, how did B feel this weekend? Mildly anxious, a little bit, but it's mild. Maybe feeling like this person's listening to their intuition a little bit. They're eager for things to change for the better quickly, or they feel like things are changing for the better quickly, but they may have had a little bit of anxiety. Overall, the weekend looks pretty decent for them. They felt like the energy around them was strong, but sensitive and caring. They feel like the weight of the world is slipping off their shoulders, and they seem to feel like a wish has come true, or maybe they're feeling like the wish is coming. I don't know if they have something planned or whatever it is. I think they're okay. I think the weekend was okay. Lydia, not sure what's going on, so lost. Maddie was on me. I would reach out to him. I know that a lot of people don't like to be the one to reach out, but sitting around waiting helps nobody. And getting upset and deleting and adding and redeleting, it just doesn't help the situation. It just makes things worse. If you feel, this guy's Capricorn, right? This is Capricorn. If you feel like you don't know what's going on, I think the best thing to do is to pick up the phone and call and find out what is going on. Everything was fine, and now I'm not hearing from you. What happened? And I know that women want to be chased and they want attention, but it just brings so much more suffering when all they need to do is pick up the phone and say, hey, what's going on? Now, if you pick up the phone and you don't get a response, well, then you have to wait for the response, but at least you took action. I don't like telling people to sit around and wait, because the waiting energy is just not good. It just makes people wait, and then everything festers and gets so much worse. There's sharp energy and there's disappointment around it. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened because everything was going well and it still looks like things are going well. Romance is here. A wish comes true. There's a new journey on the horizon. It does look like there's a committed relationship here, and it does look like there is good luck coming in. But instead of getting upset or like deleting him, I would just call him and reach out to him and say, what's going on? Why, what the hell happened? You know, maybe it's nothing. Sometimes like stupid shit happens. I've been in situations before where that's happened where I'm like, there's no excuse why he shouldn't have called me by now. But then I've come to find out after I lost my shit and went over the deep end, found out like a legitimate reason that of course I would think that he was lying, and then I would find out that it was true. And I upset myself for so many times for no reason, just because I didn't want to pick up the phone. I was like, no, I should have heard from him by now. I'm not fucking calling him. And then what? I was the one that was upset the whole time. I could have saved myself all that trouble if I would have just picked up the phone. That's my suggestion. You don't have to listen to me, but the waiting around I just think sucks. I mean, it still shows you're going to hear from him. So that's the thing. So I don't know what got up his ass why you haven't heard from him or what happened. It's probably nothing. But like I said, I wouldn't sit around waiting for him, especially if you're mad, because it just makes things worse, you know, when you can just pick up the phone and, hey, what the hell is going on? Where have you been? Why haven't I heard from you? And see what he says. I don't know what's going on in his life, that there's sharp energy around him. I don't know if he had an argument with somebody or if there was a family thing that was happening that he may have had an issue with. But I would just call him up and ask him and see where it goes from there. If you don't want to, you want to wait, you should hear from him, because the cards have been showing that you're going to hear from him. Like, you should have heard from him yesterday. So you should be hearing from him today or maybe tomorrow at the latest. But he's still around. I don't like that shit where, like, all of a sudden the guy doesn't call, or the ghosting or the standing up nonsense. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I just can't understand. Like, it's like common courtesy. Like, what is, I don't get it. I wonder, like, my one friend would tell me that I should. I don't ever treat people like that, ever. And my one friend would say the energy around you would shift if you started to act like that. But like, it's common courtesy that you answer somebody, or you pick up the phone, or you don't stand somebody up. You call them and tell them that I can't show up. Drives me nuts. Anyway, regardless, I think you'll hear from him, whether you choose to reach out to him or not. The ghosting is like inexcusable. Fucking, oh my God. Oh my God. Everybody that's ever ghosted, unless there's good reason, like the person's abusive or the person is like a stalker, like that's different. But if somebody's just like, hey, yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and then they fucking fall off the face of the earth, those people, if I was in charge, they would all get it back tenfold. If I were running the show here, they all would get it. I can't. Summer love. What's going to happen if and when his mom sees the message I sent her? Okay, let's see. Okay, so she may hold herself back. She kind of holds herself back. I don't know what the message was about, but she holds herself back. She's feeling weak. She feels out of balance. She feels unprepared. She feels heartbroken. And there could be Three of Cups is in reverse, which is like indicative of a third party situation. Somebody's interfering. So I don't know if she's seeing you as the third party that's interfering, or if it's about a third party that's interfering, but she seems to be very upset about it. I don't see communication between you and her right away. I don't see communication right now at all. So I don't know that you're going to hear back from her immediately. But whatever it is, it looks like she's upset. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Adonis. The communication has been a little... Do you see communication between me and Jay tomorrow? Or this upcoming week? Okay, let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's plenty of, yeah. You guys are fine. There's plenty of communication coming in. Samantha, general between the Pisces and I. Did she wake up? She better not have woken up. She didn't take a nap. She better be sleeping. I can't tell if it's the TV. Okay, general between the Pisces and I. You're no longer feeling burdened. There's the Pisces. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Your perseverance pays off. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. Don't let this person bullshit you. It looks like the relationship could move forward after an argument. You may have an argument or a disagreement or a bickering or whatever it is. But then it moves into the past and things could move forward. Liz, general for this week. General for this week, feeling better compensated, better respected around work. You may be backing away from a situation that you feel no longer serves you, like backing away slowly. It looks like life is starting to move forward towards success. Stepping into your own strength makes life move forward quickly. The world is at your feet. A Virgo enters. Not a bad week. Where am I here? Adonis, I did. A BJ, love. Okay, it looks like you've got no longer feeling burdened, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and your perseverance pays off. Don't forget to lay down the law, set up boundaries. Got a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If you're not with anyone right now, you also have an Aries. A disappointment moves into the past and you're feeling prepared for things to move forward. Life comes back into balance. It looks like stepping into your own strength and your own self-confidence serves you well. An old wound starts to move into the past, and with that, you got choices coming in. A Virgo comes in. You might have some nice options. Shirley, what did my ex-Capricorn think about our kiss? Thought that it was nice. Like balanced, successful, and like happy, content. Kanksha, will I got up? Oh, you go to UP? All right. Will I go to UP? Yes, I think you will. Where am I here? I don't know. These last few days, I feel like everybody's like fucking frustrated as shit. I don't know what's going on with these planets. I haven't looked. The other day, I was just checking the retrogrades, but it's like everybody's feeling so frustrated because everybody's acting like assholes. Where am I? Beautiful one, maybe? General for the week? Things could change for you for the better quickly some point this week. Listen to your intuition. You got some nice money coming in. Perseverance pays off. Maybe moving on to greener pastures, laying down the law, setting up boundaries, and old wound starts to heal and move into the past. Vicky, general for the week ahead. General for the week ahead. Slow and steady wins the race. Have a little bit of patience. It looks like things are starting to fall into place for you, but they just may be taking a little bit of time. Cause for celebration comes in towards the end of the week when you feel like the hard work that you put into something comes back to you. That may have something to do with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Growth, change, and transformations coming in and around your life as Scorpio enters. Feeling like you're being guided by the divine, and make sure you have time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. UAF, career general for B. Could have a new opportunity on the horizon. When this person steps into their strength and their self-confidence, they go places. They're no longer holding themselves back. They may be very focused. They could be setting like grounded and stable business contacts or associates in whatever field that they're in. They may have a new opportunity on the horizon sometime before the end of the year. Negativity moves into the past. They're feeling guided by the divine, and they may be earning more money between now and the end of the year. I don't know if they're looking for a new job and they get a new job, or if they're getting a bonus or a raise or a promotion at the one that they're already at. But it looks like they should be making more money in the near future. Jasmine, how does N feel about me currently? Thinks that you're intelligent, that you're perseverant, strong-willed, honest, genuine, well-balanced, sincere, a genuinely happy person. Donna, why do I keep manifesting men that I'm not interested in, and when will I meet my soulmate? Okay, we don't just have one soulmate. So some of these men that you're not interested in could be soulmate connections, because there are soulmate connections around you. If you're waiting for like, if you want to wait until you're like in other words, you don't want to like give something a chance that you feel like, hey, this isn't it. I know I'm not attracted to this guy. Let it go, that kind of thing. And you want to wait until you find someone that you're super attracted to, then that can take some time. That might not be until sometime over this winter. But as far as like you have plenty of energy here. You have a Cancer, you have a Sagittarius, you have a Taurus, you have a Pisces, and you have an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And you have success coming in around love. So, like I said, if you know that you don't like these guys, you don't want anything to do with them, that's fine. But we have more than one soulmate. So, I would say that, I can't say that they're not soulmate connections. You just gotta, if you feel like, look, I don't want anything to do with this person, that's fine. But sometimes it takes a minute before you realize that you like that person. And if you're not willing to give that a chance, it's going to take longer, which is fine. I mean, I've never been the kind of person ever in my life to go out with just anybody, because I just can't. I just don't want to do that. My mom used to get mad at me when I was younger. She used to be like, Jesus, you don't have to marry him, just go out for coffee. I wanted no part of it, so I totally get it. But then it's going to take longer for a connection to come in, probably not until sometime over the winter. But you know what? If that's how you are and that's what you want, then I think you should wait for what you want, not just settle for whatever. Julie, is the Capricorn a person that I want to form a long-term relationship with? Yes, I think so, yeah. Yeah. Got to see when we get there. See that's the problem with some of these things, and I totally understand it, because everybody wants like a passionate connection, and usually soulmate connections can be very passionate, but they also could be very painful. And everybody always like shits all over the karmic connections, but sometimes the karmic connections are the grounded, stable relationships that function well. Like my brother and sister-in-law, I don't believe that they're a soulmate connection. I believe that they're a karmic connection and they function well. I mean, soulmate connections are usually like break up and it's really painful, and then they come back and then there's a breakup again, and then God knows what happens. They can be very painful. Whereas other connections, like, they're just easy. It's like like when you date somebody and you don't have to wonder whether they're going to fucking call or they're going to show up. Or did I get dressed up and I'm waiting and the fucking asshole's not going to show up because they think that that's cool. They're cool. I can't stay out of trouble. I'm cool. You're a fucking douchebag. I mean, really. Anyway. But, like when you want to have that kind of like and my mom used to be like that. And I used to say to her, can't you just date Steve? Steve. He was a nice guy. He really was. She just found him to be incredibly boring. She wanted a passionate connection. Unfortunately, all those passionate connections were really big assholes. But not that it always has to be like that. It's just that soulmate connections can be difficult. So sometimes, my one friend, she used to be like, I'll die first before I enter. But then she wound up marrying someone. I don't know. She was, and that's another one. She wasn't crazy about when she first met him. I was like, can you just go out with him? I was like, you've been single for so long, just go out with him, see what happens. And then she dated him for a good couple of months, and she was like, I don't know. But then she wound up marrying him, so I don't know. Yeah, it works. Sometimes it works. The way they develop these relationships, but that Capricorn looks like he's got plenty of potential. So let's see what goes on when he showed up. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Red, how's the Taurus feeling about us right now? Love cup's full. Cause for celebration is here. Is hoping that things are moving forward, or may feel like things are moving forward. Looks like communication is good. Looks like he is feeling, or will be feeling, like the hard work that he's put into the situation has come back to him. And the energy could be like kind, caring, sincere, and loving. So things look good. Liz, love for the week. No longer holding yourself back. Being guided by the divine could bring in a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It looks like success comes in around exploring your options. Listen to your intuition. Could be feeling undecided about someone that could be around. That may be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But you should have choices this week. They shouldn't be boring. There should be plenty of options for you. A fire sign and a water sign. Julie, does he understand whatever is going on between me and him won't last if he continues with his situation? No, because it has, your relationship with him has, no matter what bullshit he's pulled, you're still putting in effort. So no, he doesn't think that. No, he thinks that he can do whatever he wants, and you're still going to be there because you have been there. And no matter what he does, you've put up with it. So he thinks that he can do whatever he wants. He doesn't think he's in jeopardy right now. Liz, how is the Pisces currently feeling about me? Thinks that you're kind, caring, sincere. May think that you're very passionate, successful, honest, hardworking, loyal, intuitive, successful. Pretty good. Where am I? I think I'm at Outlander. What caused the separation between me and SM? Okay, there's a couple of things. First of all, there's lie and deceit around the situation. Lack of perseverance. Things came to a standstill because the timing isn't right and there may be a third party involved. There's a couple of different things that got in the way. But the biggest one that comes up with the devil would be some kind of deceit. Somebody was being deceptive. Sanch for 24 hours. Is that where I am? You might feel like the hard work that you put into work, school, business, whatever it is that you do all day has come back to you, and you're no longer feeling burdened by the weight of the world. You're feeling very prepared for the future, and negativity is moving into the past. Oh, Mike, you like my hair? Cool. Thank you. Cinnamon, next 48 hours. You could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or putting money aside for something. You could have a fire sign enter, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and also a Virgo. Looks like the weight of the world is slipping off your shoulders. Life is starting to move forward, and you're feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain. You could breathe a sigh of relief. You could be, you could have a new work or job opportunity here with the Ace, and feeling prepared for it. Not a bad couple of days. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Pretty good. Clisha. Wait a second. Let me see. Clichea. Will I get the job that I have an interview on Wednesday? 70% chance, yes, you get that job. I think you're going to get it. This movie we watched today, Rio, it was cute. It was about a blue bird, like a blue parrot. It was cute. Tracy Morgan does one of the voices. I get such a fucking kick out of him. He kills me. Anyhow, I rented it. Shirley, will the Capricorn stop talking to me? Will the Capricorn stop talking to me? They do look like they're a little distant, but I don't think they're going to stop talking to you altogether. It just looks like there's like, it's sporadic communication. TD, general for the week. Things should change for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition. Make sure that you're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Could have money coming in this week, moving on to greener pastures. An argument or disagreement or a fight may resolve itself and move into the past. Nunib, Marcus's intentions towards me. Well, he's kind of like, he's looking for things to move forward, and he's looking for success, like for the relationship to strengthen, but he's kind of like testing the waters. So he doesn't come, I don't think he's going to come on super strong. I think he's going to like maybe reach out, and then like you won't hear from him for a couple of days, and then once he starts to feel like you're responding to him, he's going to be looking for things to move forward. Davy, love for the week. Could have a Leo that comes in this week. There could be a Leo around. Cause for celebration comes in. You may be hearing from somebody from the past. Could be one of the Taurus or the Sagittarius, possibly. And you could hear from them out of the clear blue sky. You also may have a Virgo that comes in. You might decide to walk away from the past and move towards the future. Let's see what happens. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. You may have some new energy that comes in this week, which then the old energy may come in because new energy comes in. And then all of a sudden, I mean, that's a lot to happen in 1 week, but let's see how it goes. Maybe it's over the next 10 days. Julie, what's the time frame when C will know that he's in jeopardy? Maybe sometime this winter. He's going to know that he's in jeopardy when you're dating somebody else and your energy is not with him anymore. That's when he's going to know. And you can't make that up. Like, you can't fake that. It has to really happen. Right now, he feels very much like you're sitting around waiting for him. Whether you are or whether you think you are or not, that's the energy of the situation. You're looking for him to call you. When is he going to call me? When is he going to come over? And he's like, comes over when he wants, doesn't show up when he wants. When he feels like he has to show up, then he shows up. Like, he does what he wants. And he doesn't feel like he's in any jeopardy of anything. Now, if you were dating somebody else and you weren't around and he didn't feel your energy with him, then he would feel like, I better do something, otherwise this is going to end. But he's not feeling like that right now. And until that happens, this situation can last. You know, like I said before, if you're okay with the way the situation is, this can continue like this. Which is, if you're okay with it, and some people are okay with it, then it's okay. You know, it's working. Like, some people are like, well, you know, fuck it. You know, I see him when I see him. I don't really care. If he doesn't show up, he doesn't show up. But if you're not okay with it, and you're looking for more, that's the problem. It's like trying to get something from somebody else always takes the relationship and puts it out of balance. And like looking to get something, like I always think of Agnes Vivarelli, always says, when you're trying to get love from somebody else, you never get it, because that's not how it works. And I think she's the one that woke me up to that years ago, the idea of like trying to get something from someone. When you're trying to get something out of someone, you always wind up falling short, because that's not the way that it manifests. Anyhow. Magic. I don't see yet. Somebody do red. How is C feeling about me? How is C feeling about me? He has a lot of respect for you. Maybe thinking about you a lot. Thinks that you're a strong, independent person who's grounded, stable, sincere, and caring. Magic. I want to consider my worst case scenario. If I don't pass my bio and accounting class this semester, could I retake them next semester and get and get in the classes easy? Like, could you get to like retake them easily? Yeah, I think if you had to retake them, you would be able to retake them, and I think you would do fine. But I don't think you're going to have to. I think you're going to pass those classes. Let's see what happens. But I know. I know. Like, you want to be prepared for the worst. Red, why is T angry and upset with me? May feel like you've disrespected them in some way, and may feel like you have not been paying them enough attention, and they could be mildly hurt by this situation. I don't know who the person is to you, but it's like they feel either disrespected, or like you don't have enough time for them, or like and a little bit hurt. I mean, I wish they would just tell you. It does look like you guys are going to work it out pretty soon, because you got cause for celebration that comes in around somebody making you an offer that would be hard to turn down. So I think you guys will work it out. Shirley, will the Capricorn be reconsidering coming back to me? I don't think that they're looking to come back to a relationship right now. No, I don't think so. I don't see a committed relationship coming in. No, not right now. I mean, you could talk to them about it and see what they say, but I don't think that's where their head is at right now. Davey was the general manager that was a major dick on Saturday to everyone at work and is on his vacation this week. I'm going to speak up about this to his boss. How will things go? Will I end up leaving my job? I don't think you're leaving it just yet. I mean, at some point you do move on to greener pastures, but I don't think it's going to happen over this incident, because I'm only getting a 33% chance guess. I actually think it's going to go well. Negativity seems to move into the past, and I think that speaking up about it will serve you well. But I don't think you're going to leave right now. Christiana, what is Elle feeling towards me? Thinks that you're strong, kind-hearted, caring, sincere, nurturing. May feel like you're very patient, serene, easy to get along with, and kind-hearted. Julie, when I'm spending time over at ours for the holidays, any chance the tower has already happened? Yeah, you got a 33% chance. It could happen. Yeah, let's see what happens, hopefully. Rosie, love now to December. You could have some choices. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain when choices come in. Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and then another Leo comes in. An old wound is starting to heal. You're walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And the next relationship or connection or situation should be better functioning than you've seen in a while. But you might be exploring options, and that may be why. Moonly, how will the Libra feel about me ending things? Well, you know what? They're going to be hurt, but they may feel like it's for the best. Because I think that they either kind of know that it's coming, or they're not going to be surprised. So they're going to be hurt, but they're not going to be. They may think that it's for the best. Julie, how does work go for me this week? Should go well. It looks good. It looks like 8 of Pentacles. You could be learning new stuff. It looks like things move forward pretty quickly. You're listening to your intuition. Things are in balance. Things change for the better quickly. And the week will probably fly by pretty fast. Moon, what's next for me and the Libra? Is this the one that you're walking away from? Or is it a different one? It shows that you're walking away from this person. And you're not holding yourself back, but you're listening to your intuition. You may be feeling very stuck right now. Something could get revealed around this situation that would need to be dealt with in order for the relationship to move forward regardless. So if you decided not to end things, something is going to come out with the Fool in reverse that needs to be dealt with. I don't know what it is, but you'll find out at the time. Tiva, his next intentions. Looking for things to move forward pretty quickly. Communications comes in pretty quickly. Cause for celebration comes in around the love cup being full, and for things to move forward fast. Magic. How would my female academic advisor be and my parents think and feel if I passed both my classes this semester and then tell them all that I was dealing with depression and anxiety and have to retake them? Okay. How would my academic advisor be and my parents feel if they knew that it was depression? Well, I think they'd have a little bit more patience with you, but I think that they would have rather you told them that you were going through it in the moment so that you guys could have dealt with it then, rather than you fail the classes and then have to redo them. But I think that they'll be compassionate towards the issue. But I think they're going to wish that you could have told them sooner before it became before it got to this point. Well, like, you know how they say, like, preventative is always better than having, like, it's always better to prevent something than to have to refix it. So I think that that's kind of how they're going to feel. But I'll retake it next semester and work hard and pass them and take therapy and lift weights to keep the depression in check. No, I think that, I think that they'll be compassionate, but I think that, like I said, that they're going to, like, they wish that you would have told them so that there may have been something that you could have done, that they could have done or helped you out prior so that you didn't end up in that situation. Because having to retake classes, like, it's extra work, it's extra money, it's extra time. So if it could have been prevented, like, that's what I think that they're going to focus on. Like, you should have told us when you were going through it. I still think that they'll be compassionate and you'll be able to retake the classes if you need to. I don't think you're going to have to, though. I think you're going to get through it. Oh, good, Rosie. Good, good, good. Davy, general for the next 2 weeks. No longer holding yourself back. Things seem to move forward. Listening to your intuition, a new journey can start. Perseverance pays off and feeling like life has come back into balance. It also looks like you could have a soulmate connection enter. Not looking back on the past fondly, but you're eager for life to move forward, and I think that's what's happening. Could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or putting money aside for something that makes you feel relieved. Where are those other cards? These cards are annoying me. Let's use these unicorn cards. I don't know, sometimes I gotta switch them up. Cinnamon. When or how will my second job be like for me? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do for a second job. I can tell you when. When is the timing for a second job? Oh, you could get one soon before the fall ends. Maybe you're going to get something seasonal. Maybe you'll get something seasonal, and it'll change things for the better for you quickly. Things will move forward pretty fast. It'll be a lot of good luck around the situation, and you won't feel stuck anymore. And if it's something that's seasonal, you might feel like, you know what? I'm going to work a lot now because I'm not going to have this job forever. You know, like, any of those seasonal jobs. I know a lot of people that used to pick them up over the holiday season. My one friend, she worked for Sears, and then after, she didn't give it up. She stayed for a while, not for that much longer. Like, maybe she did it for like a year. My other friend's mom worked for A&S once, and then she worked for Macy's at another point. Just, for the holiday season. Samantha. Will D the Aquarius take actions with me soon? offer. Mystery, general for the week. Mystery, general for the week. Things move forward, with this card in reverse, you may feel like things are kind of at a standstill. But somebody does come in this week and make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and you're no longer holding yourself back. So if you've been feeling a little bit frustrated, as the week starts to get going, that energy should start to shift. Water sign comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. An old wound or disappointment is moving into the past. Life is coming back into balance, and Aries enters. It also looks like you could pay off a bill of debt or a loan or put money aside for something, and a wish comes true. Put it out into the universe. Magic, how will advisor be think and feel if I don't pass my classes and retake them the next semester and tell her that I was depressed all semester, but now that I'm working it out and have a job, I'll do good next semester? Yeah, if you were to fail and need to retake it, they will, I mean, they'll be supportive of it. You have a wish around the situation. And they believe that you will step into your strength and get it done. And they may be able to give you options or choices. I don't think that I don't know. I don't think you're going to fail. I don't think you're going to fail. Well, let's see what happens. Davey, will they end up moving this general manager, or will it be me? Will they move the manager? Will it be me? Okay, so around the manager's got a new journey on the horizon, so I think they're going to move him. They may already have planned to move him. With you, though, there's indecision. So if you want to move, if you want them to transfer you to another location, there may be indecision around that. So if you decide that's what you want, you may be able to make that happen. But if you don't, if you're, you rather stay where you are, I think this guy's going. He's got a new journey on his horizon. Liz, will C take any action towards me? You could get communication. Communication may come in sometime before the end of the month. Cinnamon, I feel really heartbroken and betrayed of a situation. I was wondering, what does he feel towards me at this time? Well, he thinks that you're a strong person. He thinks that you're sincere. He thinks that you're, he thinks that the two of you have a nice connection. I don't know that he understands that you're this upset. I don't know what happened between the two of you, but it's almost like he feels like this is how your relationship is with him. And so he doesn't really understand why you're so mad at him, or why you're upset this time. I don't know if you told him, but he's not, it's almost like he's not taking it seriously. Not that he's not taking it seriously. He knows that you're upset, but he doesn't understand why you're upset now. When I think this has happened before. Or the relationship has always been like this. And Yeah, like I think that like you either have to accept that this is how the situation is going to be, or you have to not deal with it anymore. If you choose not to deal with it anymore, like the situation just doesn't seem to be changing. It's like this is how it is. And he's kind of feeling like it's always been like this, so what is the problem? Like why, like what's wrong? What happened? This is how we are. And he takes advantage of it. So, like, you know, he may be running out of time. You know, it's like, oh, you only get so much time, and then the other person gets fed up and wants to move on. But it doesn't look like he's going to. I wouldn't expect any miracles from him that's going to make you feel differently. Like, even if he were to promise you the world, I wouldn't trust it anyway. Davy for the past Taurus. Um, you may run into her somewhere. You could cross paths through divine timing that isn't such divine timing. She looks quiet. I don't think that she's reaching out to you. I think she's going to try to run into you somewhere. You have a wish around the situation, but not much around the situation changes quickly. So however your relationship was with her, you would definitely go back to the same relationship. Like it wouldn't be anything different. Nothing around the situation changes, but it's up to you if you want to reconnect with her. If you want to reconnect with her, you can reach out to her. You don't have to wait until you run into her. But if you choose not to reach out to her, then you'll probably run into each other and not hear from her first. You'll probably bang into her first. Samantha, what was the question about communication from an Aquarius? I think I said before the end of November you would hear from him. Was that the question? I think that was the question. Anthony, reconnect situation between the Cancer and me from the coming months. And what should I do? If the Leo is not around her, I wonder why she's refusing to contact. Well, I don't think that there's anything that you can do. You've reached out to her several times and she hasn't responded. I wouldn't reach out to her again. It does look like at some point when she's in a better headspace, she will reach out to you, but it doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon. And there's not really anything that you can do other than just have patience with the situation, which is really annoying. But it's like, from where she is at this point, it's like, she feels like everything is kind of shitty, so she doesn't want to reach out and tell people that. You know, like nobody wants to reconnect with people when they're in a terrible place. Like people want, they want to reconnect when they're, oh, I got a great job and I'm making lots of money and I'm getting married. Like that's when they reconnect with other people, when they're feeling good. She's not in a great place right now, so she's not looking to reconnect, and there's not really anything that you can do. You just kind of have to let things be. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is right now. Julie, what did C do this evening? I think he was home. I don't think he had much to do. Yeah, I don't think he did anything. I think he was just home. Moon. How does the Libra feel about me and our connection at the moment after our fight? They're silent. Hermit. They're turning in. They're trying to figure out what it is that they want and what it is that they need for themselves. They've got decisions that they feel like they need to make. And they may be feeling like... they're feeling like the connection is not really successful at this point. And they may feel as if the love has run out. And they may be feeling like, I don't know, that the situation has kind of run its course. They're sort of feeling pretty hopeless about the connection right now. Cinnamon, how does Devin truly feel towards me? He brought up how he was friends with He's surprised that we haven't dated yet, but I always feel unsure. He's always been sweet to me. Okay, let's see. Well, he does feel like the two of you could have a nice connection. And he kind of hopes that things will change for the better quickly. He feels like balance has come back to the situation and disappointments have moved into the past. But my suggestion is, if you and him are really good friends, I wouldn't hook up with him to get over something else, because you'll destroy the relationship as friends. If you're not sure how you feel about him, I wouldn't get involved. Not right now. It doesn't mean never. You know, if you find yourself a couple of months down the road where you've healed from this other situation and you're interested in him, that's different. But just to go with him because you want to give it a shot because you're not with the other guy, I wouldn't do that, because I don't think that it's going to work. I'm not 100% sure that I think he likes you more than you like him, which I think is a good thing, because it makes you less vulnerable than him. But I don't want to see you ruin the friendship if you're not sure that it's something that you want to do. Like, if it's just like one of those things where, like, I just need anybody to get over this, I wouldn't do that with him, because it does look like he really cares about you. He sees room for growth, change, and transformation. He thinks that you're a passionate person. He thinks that you're kind, and he does want things to move forward. But if you're sure that you want to move forward with him, that can happen. But if you're like, hey, I don't know, somebody's better than no one, I wouldn't do it with him. Anyhow, he seems to be legitimate. Davy, the past Sagittarius. Disappointment moves into the past, and balance could come back to the situation, and romance could heat up. Thing is that you might feel like the connection has weakened, and you may feel like it's sort of unsuccessful. There is good luck around the situation, but you might be feeling like if you try to rekindle it, you may feel like you don't feel the same way. You may feel stuck around it. Let's see what happens. I mean, you could hear from her like any time. I'm not 100% sure, though, that you're going to go backwards. Not if other new energy comes in. I don't think you're going to go backwards. Asia, what is in the future for me and P's connection? Well, it looks like it's a little bit like all over the place. So with the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities that leads to choices, which is good. But then you have the world at your feet and room for growth, change, and transformation. Thing is that the Emperor is in reverse, which means somebody may be trying to manipulate this situation. I don't know who. And it just might be that there's poor timing around the situation. It's almost like things could move forward, then kind of come to a halt, and then somebody's trying to manipulate something, you know, and the timing just may not be there. But let's see what happens. Let's give it a chance. I would give it a chance. It could kind of go up and down a little bit, you know, which that just may be that the journey that it takes. It doesn't mean it's terrible. It just, things can move forward, and then you may feel like, yeah, the timing's not great, and then things start to pick up again, and it kind of goes back and forth. I don't see a commitment right now, but you maybe not there yet. Georgia, love for this week. Listen to your intuition. You got a fire sign that might come in out of the clear blue sky, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you may feel undecided about them. If you're not sure, you're not sure. That's okay. Don't make any decisions. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you could breathe a sigh of relief when you're no longer holding yourself back. The hard work that you put into love will come back to you. You could have an earth sign around you too. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Communication picks up and you're feeling prepared for things to move forward, but I don't see a commitment yet. If that's what you're looking for, I don't think it's going to be this week. Noonan. Was Terrence salty that I was ignoring him at work? Yes, he was a little salty. Anthony, I think that she's still not moving. Plus, the problems with the Leo may make her feel bad. I just wish everything is fine with her. I hear you. I know. I know. Nuna, how will Bernard feel that I'm done texting him? He's going to feel like you don't like him anymore. He also may feel as if he was not treated fairly, and he's going to feel negative, bad, and regretful. Nunit, is Marcus just using me for my booty meat? No, no, it's not just that. Nunit, new love coming in. Can you describe? Maybe somebody who's very creative, or they have a creative job or a creative hobby that's important to them. They may be slow and steady wins the race. They don't dive in head first. They're attractive, kind-hearted, sincere, very passionate. They may be a Virgo or an Aries. You have Virgo, Aries, and Capricorn coming in. They're very good with money, or they have money, and they may be like very into like physical fitness. Hammond, how did I do in my interview today, and will I be selected? I think that you did very well on the interview, and yeah, I do think that you'll be selected because you got a new journey coming in here. Anonymous, me and Jaden Sagittarius. You may feel like you were either treated unfairly by him, or somebody feels like they were treated unfairly. That they didn't see justice in this situation. And you may be feeling as if the relationship has weakened or that it's not successful. There is an opportunity for romance to heat up, but this is not happening right now. It may not be happening until sometime later on this month or early December. You have a wish around the situation coming back into balance, but right now things look a little stagnant. Unit. Is Marcus seeing other women, or has he really been working? I was ignoring him until this week. I don't think he's seen anyone else, no. Asia, how does P feel about my message? Okay, I don't know what the message said, but they may be feeling a little bit like slow and steady wins the race, and they could be feeling a little bit like things have gone out of balance. Six of Pentacles is in reverse. They also may feel like either they need a moment or they're a little overwhelmed. I don't know what the message said, but kind of feels like it kind of knocked them over, or they're not sure how to respond to it. Or maybe they were taken back by it. They weren't expecting it. I don't know. I don't know what the message said, but they seem to not know how to take it. Or maybe not know what you mean. I don't know. They're not sure what to think of it. Cinnamon, how does Maurice feel towards me currently? I had to walk away because it was getting super weird. Well, he finds you to be very attractive, patient, kind-hearted, sincere, that you don't hold yourself back, may think that you're grounded and stable and that you have a lot of potential. I don't know what got weird. He was weird. Julie, if I ask for extra a week of training, when the time comes, would they allow it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Julie, how would C feel when I'm out and about with someone else? He may feel disappointed. Yeah, and he would feel like a third party was involved and he would feel disappointed. I've asked, will I get rehired at Rescue One Financial? I think you will. Tiffany, vibes between me and Grim. Pretty good. Prepared, successful, and like things are moving forward. Romantic. Could be romantic too. Davey, does Teresa look at me as just a friend or more? She's with someone else. Okay, let's see. Well, I think she looks at you as more than just a friend. Rimmel, general. It looks like you've got happiness coming out over a personal relationship that could lead to a commitment. If you're already in this relationship, great. If you're not, it could be with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You may be feeling very, very successful around work or school, or you may be going back to school, whatever it is. You may be learning a new area of study, and you're no longer holding yourself back. It looks like a Sagittarius enters that may be of significance. You're not looking back on the past fondly. The hard work that you put into work, school, or business will serve you. Like it'll come back to you. You'll be compensated for your hard work. Nunit, how would Marcus describe my beauty? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he would say. He probably would say that you were beautiful. Yeah, he would say that you were very attractive, but I don't know like exactly what he would say. And he would probably say that he feels like the two of you have a nice connection. Nunit. Now I'm curious, you said the person would be fit, Virgo, and money. Marcus constantly works, loves fitness, and is a Virgo. Is he my next relationship? I don't think it's him. I don't think it's him. I mean, if he's around, it could be, but I'm not only getting a 33% chance yes, and that's kind of low. Cinnamon. Why do I feel so nervous to date? Every time I meet a guy, they fall for me, and it's very overwhelming to understand why. Because you're uncomfortable with somebody else. Okay, so it has to do with self-worth, right? And it has to do with also, I think, probably commitment. If you're in situation, right, even painful situations are comfortable. So when somebody comes in and it's not a comfortable situation because you're not used to it, you pull away from it because it's not something that, it's like if you're used to always being, I don't know, like here, this is a stupid example, but it just came to my head. When I was a kid, nobody ever wanted me to be on their team because I was small, I sucked, I wasn't good at sports. Well, it was fucking luck. It was luck. We had to do this, I don't know, like this gym test. And somehow when we did the basketball thing, I kept getting the ball in. I don't know how. I wasn't good at basketball. It was fucking luck. And I remember thinking I was going to have to go on to the next round if I I am not a basketball player. I'm going to embarrass myself. Like, it was uncomfortable for me to be successful at that because that's not who I was. So even though I didn't like not being chosen to be on anyone's team, I knew I didn't like the way it made me feel when the other kids made fun of me. It was comfortable. I was comfortable in that role. So you're not comfortable with people liking you until you like them, or until you know that you want to be with them. And it gets overwhelming because if you're used to being the one that's like if you're used to being in the kind of situation where you're waiting for somebody, you want somebody to come and contact you, you want this person to reach out to you. All the other guys are just not adding up to that one person because that's just the way it is. We don't want the nice guy, right? You want the guy that's not showing up. So when the nice guys show up, it's like it's overwhelming because it's like, well, I'm used to having to wait for something or having to hope or whatever the situation is. So it's uncomfortable and then you're overwhelmed by it. But if you just stick it out and you go with it, something can grow and develop. It reminds me of my friend, the one that didn't like the guy that she wound up marrying. It wasn't comfortable for her. She didn't know what it was like to go out with somebody who was really into her. What was comfortable to her was to be with no one, because it had been 12 years before she dated anybody again since her last relationship. So she was comfortable with people being unavailable. She was comfortable with feeling like, well, how come that girl can have it, but I can't, right? That was what was comfortable. So when someone showed up actually ready, willing, and able for her, she was like, well, I don't know, I like him. I don't know how I feel. And that's why I was like, listen, just fucking go out with him. Don't let this one get away. And I'm telling you, she met him, I want to say it was Labor Day weekend. And you know what she did? This is hysterical. The day after Christmas, me, her, and her mom used to go out shopping all the time to get the stuff that was like on sale to give out for the following year. You know, like her mom used to say, you never know if somebody comes over, a holiday party, you have, a gift to give them, whatever, candlesticks or whatever. Or if you have a teacher that you have to give a Yankee Candle to, whatever. So she's out with her mom, and her mom is buying gifts for his mother for next Christmas. So she means to send me the text message. She's like, my mom is buying his mother a gift for next year. I don't even fucking know I like this guy. She sent it to him. Anyway. Yeah. So sometimes you just kind of have to give it a chance. I know, and it's awkward. I know. I felt like that with my first boyfriend, Tom. I felt overwhelmed because at the time I wasn't used to that. I was used to everybody like, yeah, I'll call you tomorrow, and then they never did. Anyway. Simran, Sagittarius, true feelings and intentions behind always trying to contact me. All right, I don't know what the relationship is with this person, but if it's a guy, they may be looking for sex. Ace of Wands would be like a sexual connection, a hookup, friends with benefits kind of a thing. If it's not a guy, then I would say this person, they're feeling passionate about something. They may be wanting some kind of help. They may feel a little overwhelmed with something and need help. If it's not a guy. If it is a guy, I would say they're probably looking for some kind of a hookup. Who haven't I done yet? I have not done. Jay, I messed up to the point of no return with Brianna a couple months ago, and now it's all coming to light. She found out, and it's affected her physically. She's really upset. What's going to happen? Well, listen, It depends what your relationship was with her at the time. Because it takes two to tango. If the two of you were in a committed relationship at the time, that's one thing. But if you weren't, whatever you did when you were not with her, she can't hold against you now. It looks like, yeah, she's hurt by it. And she's pulled her energy back. She feels like there's no room for growth, change, or transformation. I think she's overreacting. That's only my opinion. Because something that you did months ago, I don't feel like she can hold, especially if you guys weren't in a committed relationship. Whatever it was that you did, you're allowed to do. Well, she's very hurt by the situation. She feels like she was deceived, and she's not looking to let you off the hook right now. But what I would do, my suggestion would be to pull your energy way back and just distance yourself from the situation, because there's nothing that you're going to do or say that's going to change the way she feels right now. So the best thing to do would just be to leave her alone. Because there's you can't change what happened in the past, but you can only move forward. But it depends. Like, it depends what happened and what the state of the relationship was. Because there's too many people that are not in relationships. They're not in committed relationships, but they're either hooking up, or they're hooking up on Tuesday, but they're not really together, and it's back and forth, and it's nonsense. And people, like, they think just because we're hooking up, that means, no, it doesn't mean anything. If you're hanging out or hooking up with somebody and you're not in a committed relationship, you're a grown adult, you know what you're consenting to, that doesn't mean that other people can't do their own thing. There's a reason why sometimes people are committed and why they're not. And I don't remember you being in a committed relationship only a couple of months ago. So if you were technically not attached at that point, she can't hold it against you. I mean, if she can, but then the only person she's really hurting is herself, because she doesn't want to hold it against you. And for her to, I just think that give it some time, give it some space, let her come to you. I wouldn't try to do anything to fix this. Not at this point. Simran, good and bad traits of the Sagittarius. They could be very deceitful, and they can also be very negative. They could be selfish, like they have rules for themselves and then rules for other people. But they're fun to be around. They have a good personality. They're kind-hearted. They could be the life of the party. They could be very well prepared and very successful. V, what does my ex R feel about me? Thinks that you're smart, intelligent, kind-hearted, that you're very successful. They may think that you have a good personality, you're nurturing and kind, and that you're genuinely a happy person. Cabanese. If I confess my romantic feelings for Aries, will she finally open up? And I confess honest romantic feelings for her. Okay, let's see. I think she'll open up. Yeah. If you were to tell her how you feel, it looks like things change for the better quickly. There's room for growth, change, and transformation, and cause for celebration comes in. I think so. I think it's a good idea. Miss M, what is F's next actions towards me? Communication looks like it comes in. No longer holding, he's no longer holding himself back. Communication comes in. Balance could come back to the situation. Scenario, Jada Leo's true intentions. They're constantly, what, in their head? I don't know what that emoji is. Is that the brain? Jada Leo's true intentions. Well, they're feeling a little bit burdened and overwhelmed right now. And they maybe, they're a little stuck and stagnant. I don't really see them putting in all that much effort. You may need to put in the effort if you want to see things move forward right now, because I don't think they are. Miss J, will F give me money if I ask for it? He was supposed to months ago. I think so. Davey, does the past Taurus take any responsibility for what she did to me, and or no? And what's her energy towards me? Been having a super vivid dreams about her lately. No, she takes no responsibility. Nope, and she's going to tell you that you're crazy, and I don't care for that, because it's like gaslighting. That it's not what really happened, or you don't know what happened, or you don't know why. She doesn't take any responsibility, no. And her intentions are to try to get back with you, but it looks like she, once again, she uses manipulation, and she doesn't come right out and tell you how she feels. She tries to kind of run into you or bump into you to start things that way, but she's not going to take responsibility, no. Nope. I know I had a super vivid dream last night too about, remember I always say I have this reoccurring dream? This one was a little bit different, but it was still very similar. And I was like, I woke up and I was like ready to kill someone. But then I took Dylan for a walk. It was like 5 o'clock this morning. And then I went back to sleep. And when I woke up again, I was okay. Simran, Sagittarius, my aunt keeps sending me childhood pics, but I want to distance myself from her because she's toxic. Is she trying to make amends or take advantage of my kindness? Is this the same one from the one that you asked about, the one that was sending you messages? I would say she's trying to take advantage. I wouldn't trust her. Yeah, I wouldn't trust her. Yeah, I didn't like the way that last reading read if it was a woman. If it was a woman or a man, I didn't like the way that last one read. So I wouldn't trust her. I would keep her at arm's length. Elizabeth, General. Life starts to move forward. You could have a new job or business opportunity that brings in more money on the horizon. Growth, change, and transformations coming in and around your life, and you're not looking back on the past fondly. You're moving forward. It looks like you're headed towards the 10 cups being full. You could have a new side hustle or that brings in extra money on the side, and then you also may have some other money coming in that either you've been waiting on. You got a new journey on the horizon as well. Some good luck comes in, and so does an Aquarius. Shonda, General, for the next 2 weeks. You got success coming in around work, school, or business, whatever you do all day. You may be feeling a little bit more grounded and stable, and you could be feeling undecided about somebody that comes in that could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You're going to have choices. That may be why you're feeling undecided. Don't make any decisions about anything until you're ready. Any arguments or disagreements will resolve themselves and move into the past. Negativity moves into the past, and your life starts to move forward. Slow and steady wins the race. A Taurus enters. Elizabeth, will the ex pay for some of the daughter's phone? Yeah, I think so. Sun, general for this week. You may make a decision to walk away from something or someone that you feel no longer serves you. It looks like solution to a problem is in front of you and you'll figure it out before the end of the week. And Aries enters. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in, and cause for celebration comes in around love, possibly with a new person, possibly an Aries. It also looks like you have a wish that's going to come true. Put it out into the universe. A little bit of good luck comes in. Coco, general love reading for the week. Things could move forward pretty quickly towards success this week. There's an air sign here, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Negativity moves into the past and things move forward. Through divine timing, anxiety moves into the past. Where am I? J, I did. V, I did. Jess, I haven't been doing well lately. When do you see me moving away from this situation and the energy? Okay, let's see. You could move away soon, within the next couple of months. Elizabeth, love, please. Is it a new person or old? I think it's a new person. I think romance heats up before the end of the year and happiness comes in, and it could be with a Capricorn or a Libra. I think the energy may be new. And you might have some choices. Simran, I don't see the question yet. Risha, will PS contact me? Yes, I think this person will contact you. Empress, well, oh shit, it disappeared. Daria, am I on NS's mind a lot? I can't tell you how often somebody thinks about you. I can only tell you if they do think about you. I would say that, that you do cross their mind from time to time. Divine Goddess, general for the upcoming weeks ahead. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It's important. Life comes back into balance. It looks like romance may heat up. If you're with somebody, great. If you're not with anyone, a Capricorn may come in. It looks like the love cup is full and you've got happiness that comes out over your life. You also may feel like you're seeing some good karma come back to you. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. It will serve you well. Esha, what does Lysandro, the Scorpio, want to communicate with me? He's passed away. I am not a medium. I can only give you spirit cards. Okay, Ace of Air. Brilliant new ideas and inspirations. See the truth in a situation, a challenging beginning. 3 of Fire, abundance. Things are looking very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. King of Fire, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Harshal, how will my New Year's be? I don't know how your New Year's is going to be because it's a free will thing. So you have to decide what you're going to do before I can tell you. It's like you could be invited to a party and you can decide right now that you're going to go to the party, but then you may decide as we get closer to New Year's that you don't want to go. So I can't really answer how New Year's is going to be until we know what you're doing. So I can't really answer that question. Empress, will I get the job after the interview with Dr. Bressler tomorrow? I'm only getting a 33% chance, yes. But I think that you're going to get a job soon, so it's possible. Like, a job keeps showing for you. So, if you don't get that one, there should be another one. Like 33 is a little low for me to say yes to. But there is a job coming in. Divine Goddess, how is the ex Ratish, the Capricorn, feeling about me? Has he been missing me? Well, I think that he cares about you a lot. I think that he does miss you from time to time, but I think that he also feels as if the relationship has run its course and that it was time for him to move on in a different direction. He may feel like disappointed that things ended, but I think that he may feel like it was for the best and that the two of you needed to go your separate ways for whatever reason. Nell, I met a new Cancer. He's sending me messages. What should I know? Well, I mean, he looks pretty good. Looks like cause for celebration comes in around a wish that comes true. Communication looks good between the two of you. Things could move forward. Do you know what his sign is? Oh, he's a Cancer. Okay, well, there could be a long-term commitment eventually with this person. Not right away, but here he is. Here's the Cancer. Things could move forward with this situation. I would just take it day by day. Let's see what happens. He seems like his intentions are good and that he's putting in effort. So we got to give him that. Simran said she keeps telling me to come over, and I tell her that I'll come one day so she gets off my back. I don't want to see her at all, and I won't come over. Will she try to make a scene out of it or leave me alone? I think she'll leave you alone. Just tell her that you're going to come over. I'm busy with school. I'm busy with work. I'll come over when I get a chance, and then leave it at that. Yeah. I wouldn't give her too much. You know, like anybody that's in a situation like that, like once the person gets communication, then they know that they've got you. Then they know that they can work it until you give in. That's why I always say, like, silence is really, like, silence works better than any argument. Anything that you can say, if you don't answer somebody, it speaks much louder than any kind of anything that you can communicate to them, and vice versa. Like if you're mad at somebody or you want things to be over, it's better not to say anything than it is to, I'm just going to tell you that I'm moving on. I would not, nope. I wouldn't say anything. Nothing. Silence. You get nothing. And same thing with somebody like that. I would just, you know, just because it's a family member doesn't mean that you have to have them as part of your life. Watermelon. Have I already met the one? No, there is not just one person for us. No, there is not the one. There are many different people that we could have successful relationships with. So I would try to stop thinking along those lines. But I don't think that you met. I mean, the next significant person you're going to be with, I don't think you've met them yet. No. Divine. There's someone from the past in agony without me. Is it the ex-boss, Samir, the Leo, or is it the Gemini lover from the past? Okay. If I had to choose one of the two, I would say the Gemini over the Leo, but I don't know why you think that there's somebody that's in agony, but I don't really see that right now. I would say if I had to pick one of the two, it would be the Gemini over the Leo. But if you want to reconnect with this person, I would reach out to them because I don't see them reaching out to you right now. It's really about what you want, not what they want. If you want to reconnect, I would reach out and I would go with the Gemini over the Leo. Because Leo doesn't seem to be, it seems to be Gemini more so than the Leo. But I don't really see somebody being in agony over this situation. It seems like it was a long time ago and that they've kind of healed from the situation. But if you want to reach out to them, I wouldn't see any reason why you can't. If you wanted to rekindle something. Simran. Will Sagittarius try contacting me soon? All right, let's see. Yeah, I think so. Like maybe, yeah, maybe before the end of November. Anjali, general reading for the remaining of November. Things could change for you for the better quickly. Maybe feeling a little bit more financially stable, like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. There may be a fire sign that enters, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, that could be of significance. And you may be working on a new project. Eight of Pentacles, you may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. It looks like you got a new journey on the horizon. Not a bad month. An old wound is starting to heal and move into the past, which is a good thing. Simran, the good and bad traits of JD. This person seems to be very well balanced. They're kind-hearted and sincere, but they're manipulative. They could have sharp energy around them. They're the kind of person that would probably like do a lot for somebody because they want something out of it. They're not a bad person. They seem to be smart and intelligent and successful, driven. They've got goals. They seem to have an attractive personality or be a lot of fun. Not a bad person. Am I at beautiful one? How will it go if I reach out to him? I think it'll go okay. You might need to have patience with the situation, but perseverance will help negativity move into the past and things to move forward through divine timing. I would always tell, I always would suggest reaching out and communicating over waiting around. Always, always, always. So I would say, yeah, it would be okay. Love always mean KO or cow. I don't know how to say that. KO. Things look pretty good. Balance comes in, growth, change, and transformation comes in. Communication looks like it picks up. You may be seeing one another in the near future, and they may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Maria, how will my assignment with DNR turn out? How my assignment with DNR turn out? It should be good. The hard work you put in comes back to you. You're not feeling burdened or stressed out. You're feeling like things are starting to move forward. It should go well. Who here haven't I gotten to yet? Let me see. How about Sarah for Love General? Got a new journey on the horizon. Things change for the better for you quickly. Like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. The hard work you put into love comes back to you. If you're not with anyone right now, a Cancer could come in. Also an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Medusa, love for the weekend. Or for the week ahead. It may be a little stagnant. You may be feeling a little negative around love. You may just need to have a little bit of patience. It's a little stagnant this week. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. You do have the opportunity to manifest new opportunities around love by like the end of the week and into next weekend. First half of the week may be slow. If you're not with anyone, you have a 7 of Cups choices coming in by the weekend. Sagittarius, and possibly a Leo and a Virgo. Mitchell, anything going on in love life with M? How will it go? There's a third party interfering in this situation. Is there a third party around? Things look kind of stuck and stagnant, and I think it may have something to do with the third party that's interfering. You may be feeling like you're waiting around for your ship to come in. Maria, how will my assignment... Oh, I did that one. Anjali. Is proposal and relation coming up in the next 3 months? And if not, what's going to change in my current relationship? Okay. I don't see a marriage proposal coming up in the next 3 months, if that's what you're looking for. If you're already in a committed relationship right now, I would say in the next 3 months, it's just going to be where it is. However things are now, they're going to continue to be like this. It looks like the other person is pretty content with the way things are right now, and they're not really ready for things to move forward. But it doesn't look like that's bad. It looks like it's a good thing. It looks like things are okay. Frozen coming on now? Sounds like Frozen. Oh good, it disconnected from the YouTube is playing over there on the TV in there, but it's disconnected, so I could use this phone too, which is good. Saki, career for the rest of the year. Good. Got a new beginning on the horizon, feeling better compensated, better respected, and more grounded. And it looks like you may really enjoy it. Got a new venture on the horizon, and the world is at your feet. Things look pretty good. And Yukriti, anything good happening for me next? Negativity moves into the past, money comes in. It looks like a disappointment moves into the past. Anxiety is moving into the past, and money is coming in. That's good. Kara, will the low belly pain pass, or should I be concerned? I would always tell you to see a doctor if there's something that's not right physically. But I think it'll pass. If it's not better, like in a day or so, I would go to the doctor, but I think it's going to pass. Luz, general for this week. May feel like things around your career are moving forward pretty quickly. Could be starting a new journey, or feel like things change for the better fast, like you've made it to the top of the mountain. An earth sign may come in that's brand new energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and also a little bit of good luck. Mina, oh, yes, sure, send the question. Love and light, how did the psychics who gave me my reading today feel about me? Thought you were kind-hearted, smart, sincere, well-grounded, stable, intelligent, and intuitive. Scared Street, general love. You got some good luck coming in and new energy. If you're not with anyone right now, fire sign enters, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may be moving on to greener pastures, and you got some good karma coming back to you. Successful relationship is on the horizon, but you could have choices. A Libra enters as well. Let's see what happens. Could be busy. New me, general for this week. You are no longer holding yourself back. It looks like you've got a disagreement or a dispute will work itself out and move into the past. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past. And you may leave something in the past that you feel no longer serves you. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. A disappointment or a hurt is healing. It looks like a good week. Stepping into your own strength and your own courage. Self-confidence serves you well. And you have happiness coming out around a new beginning. Ajit, how'd Tara think about me today? She laughed a bit. I think that she thinks you have a good personality. I think she also thinks that you're kind, caring, sincere, and there's room for growth, change, and transformation. She may think that you're a unique character. Anthony, how's the communication between my crush, the Cancer, and the Capricorn T? I think she's not trusting him and doesn't have a romantic intention. Okay, let's see. I don't think they talk that often. Maybe every now and again. I don't think they talk that often. He may want you to believe that, but I don't think it's true. Magic, general for my accounting class from tomorrow until Wednesday night. I'm studying from tomorrow until Wednesday for the accounting exam on Thursday. Okay. You'll be successful. First card that comes up is successful. Balance comes back. You're working really hard and it pays off for you. Things move forward towards greener pastures. Once you make the decision to get it done, you seem to always get things done. Your hard work that you put in will come back to you. I think you'll do okay. I think at the very least you'll pass it on Thursday. Gerard, what's my love interest Anne's next actions towards me soon? Keep seeing synchronicities and I feel like she's struggling to move on from her ex. Yeah, you may need to have patience with her. I think she is struggling, but you'll hear from her. You'll hear from her. She knows that she has to move on from him because they're not going back. It's just, she also feels like once she makes the decision to move forward, she's really shut the door on that. And that's what's going to happen. She's going to move forward. You know, she just has to let go of it. She will. Nina, what are Fahad's true feelings and intentions towards me? I would say they don't really know right now. They're feeling a little bit weak and they're a little bit quiet with the Hermit. But listen to your intuition. There could be more to come in through divine timing. Divine timing is going to help the relationship to move forward. You'll get communication. You should hear from this person relatively soon, and communication may pick up. But they don't really have anything else intended right now. Elizabeth, will the Aquarius Andy reach out soon? Probably sometime before November ends, you'll hear from him. Red, did J impregnate A? I don't think so. Sister, what will S be like in her relationship now that she's married? What will come of their relationship? Oh, God. Oh, man. All right. I don't know how long this is going to take, but it's like this part moves into the past pretty quickly. And then before you know it, the communication kind of shuts down between the two of them. And she's not listening to her intuition at all. Somebody may walk away from the situation emotionally first. And then there's heartbreak, disappointment, deceit, and then there's a tower moment. So it's not lasting. I just don't know how long it's going to take. I'm not sure whether or not she's going to try to hold on to it for a while to just kind of like convince herself that she's happy or that whatever. But I don't think it's going to last. I don't think it's going to last that long. Love always. What does T.O. want with me? I don't see a committed relationship here. I don't know what your relationship is like with this person right now, but it looks like it's kind of sporadic and you might need to have patience with them at this point because they don't seem to have any intentions of things really moving forward at this point. Or you may have to put in more effort or express to them what you want from them. Elizabeth, what intentions are Andy's when he comes back? He doesn't really, he's feeling kind of weak, a little bit burdened. He's kind of a little bit like not really communicating a whole lot with the Hermit. I would say he doesn't know what he wants when he comes back. And you may be feeling kind of disappointed in him. You may feel like, well, it also may be a divine timing thing. He may reach out and you may feel like you've just gotten nowhere with him or nothing really comes of it. If you want something from the situation, I would, when he reaches out, tell him. I wouldn't wait on him. Because it doesn't look like he knows what he wants or he's ready to say anything or he's ready to pursue anything like stable or sincere or, you know, putting in a whole lot of effort. Sister, hey Dee, I hope that you're having a good night. Yeah, it's been all right. How about you? The tarot reader that was asking advice on how to do readings We were bonding, and then she disappeared. Does she feel competitive vibes with me? Probably, yeah. She mentioned before that I reached 100,000 K on TikTok. You're almost at 100, and has more. Kind of felt a little condescending. Maybe I'm looking into it too much. I haven't heard from her in a couple of weeks. Yeah, she's she's jealous. Like, I don't understand what is there to be jealous of. She could be successful too. But yeah, she's jealous and she's resentful and competitive, and what I don't understand what that serves anybody. Oh my God. Oh, so frustrating. But yeah, she's competitive and she feels like you're better than she is, and she doesn't like that. Too bad for her. You are better than she is. Simran, general for tomorrow. Things could change for you for the better quickly. You may be feeling a little bit better compensated or better respected around work, school, or business. You also may have some choices and you're feeling very successful. Looks like a good day tomorrow. Red, will J and A have biological kids together? Well, they could. They could. The opportunity is there if they decide to work on it. Yeah, they could. It depends whether or not they decide to, that that's what they want to do and they put the time and the effort in. Sister, she actually has more followers than me. At one point we had the same, and then she shot up. So why would she be competitive? Because it doesn't make a difference. She thinks that you're better than she is. That's why. That's where the competition is. And it's fucking stupid. Like, to me, just like with everything else, like with yoga classes, like, I never really thought that the amount of people that were in the class, like, necessarily meant that like, what's there to fucking compete about, right? I always feel, what I feel really is that people are fickle, and that they love you one day and the next day they got some other Johnny come lately, and then that's where they are. And that's just how I feel in general about people in life. From in my experience. But this one seems to think that you're better than she is, and that's what she doesn't like. She feels like you're a better reader than her, or you're more successful than she is. She may have a lot of followers. They may not all listen, or they may not all watch, or they may not be real clients on the other side. Like, they just may be, who knows if she bought them? Who the hell knows? I don't know. I just don't trust people. She's competitive for some reason. And it's because she's jealous of something. And I think it's that she thinks that you're better than she is. And that's where the jealousy is. And it's stupid. I think I might be at V. I don't see the question. Oh, there we go. Will I get the rental property that I really want and that I have applied for? I think you're going to get it. Yeah, I think you'll get it. People are fucked up. I had this one friend, and I didn't even, I didn't know. I had no idea that, first of all, she looked like a fucking Cindy Crawford. She looked like a model. And she was married to a guy who was very attractive, and they made a really nice couple, and they had a lot of money. I didn't know any of this. I used to work with her. I didn't care. I became friendly with her at work. So, like, and I've always, like, I don't, like, lie about my finances. If I'm broke, I'll tell you I'm broke. If I have money, I'll tell you that I can afford it, whatever. I'm going to be honest about it. So at the time I was working like crazy, and I just couldn't make, it's like it was never enough. And she used to act like she was in my same situation. What the hell do I know, right? Like, we're all working here for whatever. The job didn't pay millions of dollars. It just, we were all getting by, whatever. So she comes to work in a new car. And I was like, oh, you got a new car, you know? Oh, she tells me that it's not her car. It was the neighbor's car. The neighbor's car owns a dealership and they're letting her drive it. So she lies to me about it. And I don't even, like, months go by, she's still driving the car, and I never asked her about it again because I really don't care. I don't care. I mean, I just kind of feel like if I noticed you have a new car, I got to say something, right? Because that's nice. But it doesn't affect my life in one bit. If you drive an old car or a new car, I give a fuck less. So anyway, so she's talking about her house like it's a broken down shack. And I'm kind of like sympathizing with her because this place needed things to be done, and I get it. So another one of the girls that we worked with, who I was friends with first, was friends with her from like years ago. And she was like, Danny, I'm telling you, she's like, she couldn't believe what she was saying to me. She was like, she's having a barbecue. I'm going to get her to invite you to the barbecue. She's like, because you got to see her house. You're not going to believe it. So she invites me to the barbecue because she thought I was going to be working on the weekends, because I always worked on the weekends, but I happened to be off. So I went to the barbecue, and I'm not even kidding. It had to be about a $2 or $3 million home. And I was like, I can't believe that she used to try to be like me. like she knew what I was going through. And it's good for you. You did well for yourself. I'm not taking it away from you. But why would you want to try to, like, so what? So what? You did well. You married rich or whatever this, I don't know what the situation was. I don't care. But my friend was like, you're not going to believe it. She was like, she told you what? I'm like, she told me that car was from the neighbor. And she was like, no, that car's her car. I don't know how much the car cost. I could care less. It was a nice car, but, you know. But why would you lie about that? People are fucked up. Anyhow. And you could tell she was uncomfortable because my friend was like, oh, why don't you show her the house? She only showed me part of it. She didn't show me the whole thing. Anyway. Where am I here? I think I am at red. Did the Taurus mean everything that he just said? Yeah, for the most part, I'm going to say maybe he over-exaggerated a little bit, but for the most part, I think that he meant what he said. Looks good. Sister. M, the flight attendant who recently popped back up. We were close, and then she bonded with this other flight attendant, K, who was really close to talking bad about me. They both started their gripes about me, but now M is popping back up. But K is the one that I asked you about a while ago. When I confronted K and tried to reconnect with her, she told me that we want different things, and I don't know if that rings a bell. It's funny that you said yesterday that M is back in my life, but it's K's absence and rejection of not wanting to rekindle things that bother me. Why is M still want to be friends with me after talking shit but not K? Oh, very interesting. Okay, let's see. Oh, M does want to rekindle things, yes. The other one, K, feels very negative about the situation. She feels like there's not much room for growth or change or transformation, but she is thinking about things a lot. I think that she feels like a little stuck around the situation, or like it wouldn't serve either one of you well to reconnect. But the M she's looking to be friends again and to start a new journey. It's like M is just like whatever happened in the past, she's over it. She's ready to move forward. And I think that you'll probably hear from her soon. And she seems like she's legit. I wonder maybe the two of them aren't friends anymore. I mean, not that that doesn't have anything to do with you if they're not friends anymore, but I'm just wondering if they're not friends anymore, or they're not friends as close as they used to be. Um, Abhishek, how did the customers who saw me train the new guy think of me? I think that they thought that you were smart, stable, kind-hearted, sincere, and successful. Sheetal, why the Leo left suddenly and why is not contacting? They've walked away from the situation. They've seemed to move forward with their life in a different direction. I don't see communication coming in from them. If you want to speak to them, I would suggest reaching out to them. They've moved on with their life in a different direction. Maggie, love for the week. Not really much is happening. It looks like nothing is changing for the better quickly, and you may feel like nothing is like you're not getting much out of anybody this week. It looks like kind of slow and stagnant, not a whole lot of growth or transformation. Wherever things are right now, where love is, this is probably going to be where they're at by the end of the week. SS, how does my mountaineering career look for the future? Well, you might have a long winding road getting there, but once you get through all of this negativity and nonsense, things move forward pretty quickly. Your career strengthens and you make it to the top of the mountain with great success. Sister, when Kay said at that time we want different things, I thought she was trying to get over the guy that she dated when we were close, but I found out that she's still with him. He's super abusive, and I saw of him, their relationship, than others. Is that why she doesn't want to be close with me? Oh, because you could see it. Yeah. Well, that could be part of it. Because she doesn't want you to tell her to get rid of him. Yeah. Well, that's part of it. She doesn't want you, if you could see through him, she doesn't want you to tell her that, you know, he's abusive and that you need to get rid of him. So she's not going to deal with you. Like, she'd rather not have to hear that, which is kind of a shame, but that's not a good situation if she's being abused like that, and she doesn't want people around that are going to tell her that. She's only keeping people around her that, you know, support it. That's not great. It's not a good situation. Simran, is JT jealous of me in any way? She's really competitive, and I notice that she wants to have and do the same things as I do. Yeah, I think so. I think she's a little jealous and competitive. I think that she's also a little insecure. Emin, why was I nervous yesterday in the interview and how to avoid that from happening again? You know what? I just think that that's normal. You know, it's like you want to, like, how could you not be nervous, right? Like, I feel like that too. Like, anytime you have to do something that is not like normal, right? Like it's like if you get up every day and you go to work, you're not nervous going to work because you do it every day. But if you start a new job, you're going to get nervous. If it's something that's important to you, you want to come across in a certain way, or you want to make a good impression, you're going to be nervous. It's just how it is. You can try doing some breathing exercises before you go to the interview, but I think it's just normal. You know, that's just how we are as humans. Some of us more so than others, but I get nervous when I have to go to the doctor. Always. Like when I had to go for a mammogram the other day, I swear I thought that they told me to take off all my clothes and put the robe on. And then when I went out into the waiting room, all the other ladies had pants on. I didn't have any pants on. So when they called me to come in, I had to tell the lady I took off all my clothes. I got nervous and I was like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Because I get fucking nervous all the time. So I totally get it. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know if it's the way that we grew up. Like, I think that maybe my mother made me crazy. I think that that's what happened. For me, anyway. The lady let me put my pants back on. So that was good. Simran, I can't tell you why somebody is jealous of you. Jealousy, there is not a specific reason. You know, it's like, there's not usually like, you have a nicer car than them. They could be envious of that, but that's not like, you can't put your finger on why somebody is jealous. They're just jealous. Like, they just feel like they don't measure up. But it's not one specific reason. It's just because they are. It becomes, it's like for their own insecurities. They just feel like they don't measure up, so they're jealous of other people. They're probably, people like that are very insecure will be jealous of a lot of people. And they don't know why. They're just jealous. You know, I used to work with this woman. I couldn't figure, she fucking hated my guts. Everybody used to say she's jealous of you. Couldn't figure out what she was jealous of. I mean, she was married, she had kids, she had a nice house, she worked part-time. Her husband paid for everything. She took vacation several times a year. What was she jealous of? That I worked around the clock? That I could barely make ends meet? What was she jealous of? But she was jealous of something. So you can't really, there's not usually one thing that somebody is jealous of. They're jealous of who you are, or and it's a combination of their own insecurities. And you can't change it. They have to change it. Jealousy only hurts the person that's feeling it. Simran, what are JK's current feelings and thoughts about me? They think that you're smart, intelligent, happy, kind-hearted, sincere. They may think that you're ambitious and successful. Sister, what does Kay feel towards the situation now? It's been a year since I last contacted her. M popping back up in my life was triggering the K rejection in me again. So what did she mean that we want different things? Well, you see, that's what I don't understand what that we want different things is, because friends can want different things. You don't have to live in the same location. You don't have to be in the same, you know, have the same things going on. You're only friends. And you know what I'm saying? I just think that I don't think that, like you said, she doesn't want you to see through that guy. But I also think that she felt like trying to rekindle the situation was going to be a whole lot of work that she didn't want to put a lot of effort into, because I think that she's overwhelmed and exhausted just by life in general. And I don't think that she really wants to discuss it with what's really going on in her life with that. So it does feel like she rejected you, but she really shut you out of her life because she doesn't really want you to know what's going on in it, and it's just the easier way out for her. Because like, as far like my friends and I don't have a lot of things in common. Like, I have 2 of my good friends are cops. I would be the last person that would make a good cop. I mean, the only thing that I may be worse at would be at being a salesman, but that I'm not like that. But we want different things, but we're still friends. You know what I mean? So I don't see any reason. I feel like she just said that because she couldn't be honest with you, because honestly, I think that her life is somewhat of a train wreck, and I don't think that she wants you to know that. What the hell is this? I thought it was a piece of sage. Oh, you know what I think it may be? A piece of plastic that Dylan chewed up. Dylan doesn't usually chew up things that don't belong to him. Oh, well. Oh, thank you, Red. Love you, too. Thank you, thank you. Simran, Gigi's current thoughts and feelings about me. Gigi's current thoughts and feelings about me. May feel like you're strong, stable, sensitive, kind-hearted, grounded. You have a lot of potential, and that you're goal-orientated and you don't hold yourself back. Natalie, general. Got the world at your feet, feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. Should have some choices that come in. Negativity moves into the past. You got money coming in. No longer holding yourself back. And you could have an earth sign come in. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Aqua is are Gemini's energy towards me. The energy is kind of a little bit stuck and stagnant. Almost as if they feel like they put in a whole lot of hard work and they didn't see much of a payoff. But they are feeling prepared in the near future. The energy should shift again for the better. Jake from, how does my Libra crush Olivia feel about me? Thinks that you're a little deep and mysterious, may find you to be attractive, kind-hearted, intelligent, very attractive. May also find you to be very passionate, sincere, and grounded. Oh, that's Jake from State Farm. That's hilarious. It just took me a minute to figure that out, to read that. That's really cute. Simran, good and bad traits and characteristics of JT. I think that this person is smart and intelligent. They may suffer from anxiety. They could have anxiety. A caring person who's quite sincere. They may be passionate, driven. They could be very well balanced. They could have good intentions. Very happy person. A little unstable though at sometimes. Genuinely usually stable person, but every now and again they kind of lose their footing and they kind of go a little upside down. And they may be a little indecisive. They could also get a little negative at times. Susie, my daughter took an overdose. I think she has BPD. Oh my God, is she okay? That's terrible. You want me to ask if she's got, is that border personality disorder? Borderline personality? Let's see. I don't think so. Cards are only seeing a 33% chance that that's the issue. I hope that she gets the help that she needs and they figure out what it is. I think that once they figure out what it is, then, you know, it'll be easier to like regulate it. Chantel, how does Daniel feel about me? Thinks that you're genuinely a happy person who's easy to be around. May feel that you're kind-hearted, sincere, attractive, hardworking, and very successful. Susie, yeah, but is she like physically okay from the overdose? Oh man. Is she in the hospital? Is she in the hospital? If I think that if you can get her to some kind of treatment, they can figure out what it is that she needs, and then she's going to come back to balance. And then balance comes back. Negativity moves into the past. She's a heart problem. Oh, man. Man. Yeah, there's got to be some kind of treatment that they can do for her, something that they can do for her to help her. Oh, man. No, it's not her fault. It's not her fault. That's a shame. It's just a very difficult situation to have to deal with for everybody involved. Yeah. Oh, man. Simran, the current good and bad traits of S. This person could be a disappointment over and over again. It's almost as if they set themselves up to fail or they set themselves up not to succeed. But they're kind-hearted, they're sincere. They self-sabotage. I don't know what that's all about, but that's what they do. They're, it could be a little negative. At some points they could be a little negative, and some points they could be very well balanced. Excuse me. They don't hold themselves back, but sometimes they don't make great decisions. Like they may not hold themselves back when they should, and they may hold themselves back when they shouldn't. They don't have the best decision-making qualities. But they're a kind person. They'll be successful. I think that they're going to grow out of this kind of weird place that they're in right now. Jake, what's my Libra's crush current situation in love? I don't think that she's with anyone. I think she may have walked away from something recently because she felt like it wasn't going anywhere. She may be feeling a little bit weak, and she may have been, or she may be like right now holding herself back, or there just may not be much going on right now for her. Where am I here? Divine Cancer. I don't think that I read for you. The current intentions and next actions of the Libra S. I would say communication comes in next, but it's sort of sporadic. It's like hit or miss. It doesn't seem like it's stabilizing anytime soon. Her intention, she doesn't know what she wants. She may be feeling very stressed out by this situation, or she just doesn't know she's ready for things to move forward. Um, Lily smiles. What's coming in for me in love? You could have the Magician here, which is the ability to manifest new opportunities that come in. If you're not with anyone right now, Sagittarius comes in and makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Oh, Chantel, I just did that one a few minutes ago. Spiritually beautiful. Is it true that Jakayla offered Khalil something? Yeah, yeah, I do think that she offered him something, but I don't know what you're talking about. So she could have offered him coffee. She could have offered him, gum. Yeah, I think she did offer him something, but I don't know what it is that you're talking about. So it's hard for me. Like if you have something in your head that you're thinking of, but you're not seeing it, I can't tell you that my answer is accurate because, it's like if you came here and I offered you coffee and then somebody said, did Danny offer so-and-so something? Yeah, I did. I offered you coffee. So it's kind of hard to, I don't know what you're getting at. Let me put it that way. Caleb, who's coming towards me in love? Scorpio. A Scorpio comes in with the love cup full and brings with them happiness. The bumblebee, what's my next relationship will be like? Should be well balanced. It should be committed, sincere, stable. The hard work that you put in, you get back. Perseverance pays off and you're well prepared for it. Simran, the current good and bad traits of GB. This person is they're kind-hearted, they're sincere, and they're strong, but they could be deceitful. They could also be selfish. They could be very passionate, but they could definitely be dishonest. They could be yeah, they could be a little dishonest or manipulative. But they're genuinely a positive person. And they're pretty stable. They're smart, intelligent. Simran, love. Okay. You've got a water sign that comes in around the end of the year, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, that may be comes in out of the clear blue sky, that may be looking for a serious relationship that has potential. It also looks like you're not holding yourself back. You have other new energy that could be coming in towards the end of the year. That could be a Virgo. And love life can move forward towards the end of the year into early next year when romance heats up with a committed relationship. All right, it is 12:15. So I think that I got through all the super chats. Can we cut off the super chats? Because otherwise I'm going to be up all night. Because I could just be up all night. That's just how I am. And I'm trying to get on a better schedule. Doesn't really seem to be working. I don't know. Once she goes to bed, I'm able to get a lot done, you know? And I'm a night person to begin with. Oh, okay, Jake. Let me go see if I can find it. Was it this one here? What's my Libra's crush's current situation in love? I answered that one. Was it another one? If it's another one, can you send the question with a purple heart? This one, I said, I don't think that she has anything going on. I think that she may have recently left something because she felt like it wasn't going anywhere, and she hasn't moved on since. Mel, general for the week. Okay, it looks like you have cause for celebration that comes in around somebody make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, that could be business related, that brings in extra money. Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. The hard work that you put into something work, school, or business related comes back to you. Perseverance pays off and you make it to the top of the mountain with the world at your feet. Sagittarius enters. I don't know if you got a Sagittarius around. You also may be feeling better compensated or better respected around work, school, or business. I think there's one more from Jake that I didn't do. Oh, Divine Cancer, thank you, thank you. Sometimes it really drains me really fast, and other times I can go on forever. And I'm trying to get on a better schedule, you know what I mean? I mean, I'll come back on in the morning if Avery sleeps late. Jake, did I get to your other question or did I skip you? If I skipped you, can you send it with a purple heart? Send the new question that I skipped with a purple heart. Oh, yes, today is Monday now. What did I say it was? I don't know why my days are all screwed up lately. All right, well, let's see if there's anybody here I haven't answered for while we wait for Jake. Anybody here I haven't gotten to? Anybody else that I haven't gotten to? Anthony, I don't think that they talk often. No. Maybe they talk every like once every couple of months. No, I don't think that they talk frequently. Is Jake still here or no? I don't know if I skipped him. All right, let me do. All right, I'll wait a few more minutes. Maybe I did it. I'll look on this one. Oh, he left? Okay. All right, then that's it for me. I'll be back on tomorrow, possibly in the morning. If she sleeps late, we'll see what happens. If I go to bed anytime soon. Thank you all very much for being here and for being here for a really long time. I'll see you guys tomorrow.